Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. Or should I say, there's two hosts this evening. Mal Lee.
And John Casey.
Yes, we actually got John Casey who popped around and we decided to get him on tonight's show. So there you go, a little bonus for the Grassroots Show tonight. And we'll be talking, well, I'll leave that to John. It's going to be exciting times, as I did promise, but don't cross the line. We can't wait to discuss this. We can't wait to hear from John. Well, in the meantime, I've got to thank everyone on refspec.com and social media as well. All the hits we're getting, it's gone through the roof. And I got a message from Paul from Grassroots Football UK who said, my God, he said, Mal, respect is going through the roof. And that is great words to hear from Grassroots Football UK, who have something like 1.3 million hits per week on social media. So we're going to be challenging, but we're not challenging really, because we're working together. And we like to work together with all grassroots football, as everyone knows indeed. Well, tonight, obviously, you know, my Red folks and Liverpool take on Crystal Palace. Well, I'm just going to let John have a couple of words as well, because all you Evertonians out there who always give me loads of stick saying you never ever mention Everton and give good things about them, it's always running us down. Well, it don't really, but you'll all be pleased to know that we have a blue nose on the show with us as well. So there you go, redneck blue nose, and I'm sure that's going to work in the future for any plans that we have with the kids in grassroots football. John, what about tonight's game? Crystal Palace, Liverpool, it's going to be a tough one.
Going to be a difficult one for Liverpool as usual. Going to be a lot of disappointed faces out there, but cheer up, it's going to get better. I mean, there's an Everton win down the road. So it's something to look forward to. All the Liverpool fans can go out there and go and congratulate their Everton mates.
I thought you'd all like to know that anyway, the new listeners out there. But listen, as well as John being a blue nose and me being a redneck, we support everyone who supports us, to be honest, and that's don't cross the line with everything we do. So you can always send in about your team as well, and the pits, the downfalls, things like that happens with your team. And if you've got any arguments you want to, well, we don't want an argument, we just want a dispute about how much you're paying players, how much this is, or could this go back into grassroots football? Well, our opinions will come, no doubt, in the very near future. But thanks very much for everyone on social media, as I say, who has been inundating us with the respect stuff, and we know that is going to come on 13th and 14th of April. We're just awaiting the PGMOL. They're going to get in touch with us, and people are asking me, why are you waiting on the PGMOL? Well, they're the professional governing body of grassroots football, Premier League football, and they wear our T-shirts all around the Premier League grounds during our awareness weekend for respect and respect. So we have to wait till they've checked all their fixtures, see if there's any England games, see if they're all in the FA Cup. Well, I've looked on that weekend, and up to now there is no FA Cup and there's no England games except the ladies who play on the Friday night. That could be the 12th. So that's the only thing that's going to get in our way. And we think when Mike Riley comes back to us, we'll have that weekend. So we're going to really promote it big style with Grassroots Football UK, with all the junior leagues, Sheffield and District Junior Sunday League, Lostock Hall, Quarry Green, everyone who's on Merseyside, every club thereabouts who haven't put it in the diary yet. Put that weekend in your diary and we will give you confirmation as soon as the PGMOL come through to us. Well, I'm going to hand you over to John now, because John, as I say, we bumped into him today and it was fantastic to have him on the show, because it gives all you listeners that little bit of expertise when John comes on. You'll all love it, and we got loads of messages that everyone enjoyed the show the other weekend when John was on. So John has been developing Don't Cross the Line in the background, and I'm over the moon that John is going to tell you a little thing or two about what the future holds for Don't Cross the Line. Over to you, John.
All right, thanks, Mal. So from next week, we'll be launching the DXTL TV. So the official YouTube channel is now up. So get over there, go and subscribe. I know we've got a lot of followers on Twitter and a lot of people on Facebook. Everybody who follows the Respect campaign and everything that we do, all our partners, all our friends out there in the grassroots game, get yourself over to YouTube. That's where we'll be broadcasting from next week. It's our shop front. It's very exciting. We want the subscribers on there. We want the audience on there. And, contact us on Twitter, drop us a message. If there's something that you want us to talk about, let us know. We may feature you in an interview, give you a call. get involved in the program. We're going to have call-ins and those types of things. So yeah, it's a big thing. It's good. It's looking good, Mal.
Do you know what, John? You've been absolutely unbelievable. The time you've been with us, and I could have done with you 2 years ago. But what you've promoted and what we're doing and the marketing that we're going to be promoting over the next few weeks is going to make Don't Cross the Line absolutely massive. I can assure you, and with our supporters out there who love what we do, and we're going to add to it, and you can add to it. As John says, you're actually going to see faces. You're going to see John's face, my face. I've got a great face for radio, we're told, but I'll tell you one thing, John's got a great face for TV, and he's going to be an absolute superstar when it comes to promoting the work that we're doing with Don't Cross the Line. And we've got loads and loads of ideas, but as John says, we'd love to hear your ideas. Get involved with DXTL TV. I've told you for months and months that we're planning it and what we're doing, and John's uploaded a few of the videos you may have seen, the older videos. We're going to be updated very, very soon. And there's going to be a lot of new material on there because John goes away and works very, very hard on it, I assure you. So it's really exciting times that we have. And I don't know whether John can give us an idea about what he's been up to and what features we may have as well. He just said, yeah, we'll have interviews. That's fantastic. And I'm sure Nathan Batchelor out there from the Sheffield District will be right on getting all these top managers that he wants to promote, and we'll promote as well for all the great work that they're doing with the RefSpec campaign and working closely with Don't Cross the Line. And ideas, we'd like to promote leagues as well. And I've just asked John to say what you can do or what he can do, but I'm telling you everything. But John's got great ideas. Just have a listen.
Well, Don't Cross the Line, the DXTL TV, the whole idea behind it is giving a voice to the grassroots. First and foremost, we're a broadcaster. We've got some interviews lined up with coaches, parents, different people in the grassroots game. Talking about obstacles, hurdles and solutions across the country, and that's what we want to hear. So we want to hear from the referees, and we want to hear from the coaches and the parents, because we need to know what's actually happening out there on a weekly basis. And to be able to spread the word and to come up with solutions as to how we're going to get around some of the issues that we've got and broadcast it. It's not just happening to you, it's happening to everybody. It's sporadic, but we're the bastions of the sideline, and that's what we're here to do. So DXTL TV is it's the relaunch of the big voice that we have, and we want it to get louder. So we need more voices, more ideas, and we'll interview you, we'll speak to you, and let the country respond. And that's what we're all about.
Exciting times there. But also, John, yes, we know millions of people use YouTube. Could you just tell our listeners there as well, if they're not familiar with YouTube, how they subscribe, as you just explained to them?
Very easily, get yourself to DXTL TV and hit the big red subscribe button on the right.
That was simple enough. See, this is fantastic. It's great news that we have had. And you know what? This is going to probably coincide a lot with the FA Respect launch that's coming in September. Because obviously we don't have to launch. We've been doing it since 2003, bringing people together, as everyone knows, and we've made a massive difference because there's a lot of people out there, a lot of leagues who are doing the Respect. Yes, they all do a lot for the FA, and if you remember when they first launched it, it wasn't very successful, was it? But we haven't stopped. We didn't stop for a breather. We carried on with Don't Cross the Line, and we're still making a difference, and we've generated thousands upon thousands of listeners and also members towards Don't Cross the Line, who agree and appreciate everything that we do. And don't forget, this is feedback time as well. DXTL TV will give you, we will start supporting you and giving you, your league, ideas, and obviously we'll publicise your ideas as well on what you'll be doing, especially for the RefSpect Awareness Weekend. It's really exciting times, and we can't wait to get that on the road, and John will be organising that, and I tell you what, he is like a thorn in the backside. He really keeps me going. And this is what I've needed, a great push. And I must admit, 24/7 we're available, and 24/7 we'll be working on everything to do with grassroots football. Just massive thanks as well to Sharon, Mather and Colin and everyone who sent me great wishes and enjoyed the show yesterday over the burger vans and the cheap prices. This is what we could do with in grassroots football, and I'm sure DXTL TV will be publicising a few burger vans along the way. Just before you go, John, anyway, I know you've got loads of work to do with Don't Cross the Line and the Grassroots show as well. I dug out this little bit of card here, which you can see and you've been reading over, and it's the first ever codes of conduct that Don't Cross the Line published in 2003, and we give to all our ambassadors, all our members, and they enjoyed them. Now, since then, I think many leagues have developed their own codes of conduct, but the FA took the idea, didn't they, with their first Respect programme. Your thoughts on codes of conduct and how important they are in junior football? Well, especially Don't Cross the Lines. They're absolutely magnificent.
It's all about that line, isn't it, Mal? Ultimately, if you've got to outline it, unfortunately.
Yes.
And it's about behaving yourself. Yes. So it's fantastic, people will always adopt it. But at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on out there on the field, you don't cross the line, and this is what it's about. So, it's a fantastic piece that people can take out there and have in their back pocket. But, I love it. It's great. It's been around a long time, but it's still as relevant then as it is now.
John, brilliant, and it was lovely to come on board with you, or you come on board with us this evening. It was a surprise to me, and it was a great surprise to our listeners. But as I say, yes, we've gone over the 10 minutes tonight, but why shouldn't we? At the end of the day, we're going to do big things with Grassroots football. We're going to do big things with Don't Cross the Line, and we just want you to keep listening, tuning in, and watching soon, because it's going to be absolutely splendid. So, from myself, Matt Lee, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Campaign, Grassroots Show, and also...
And from John,
we wish you a very good evening. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless. Oops, sorry, forgot to add in. Thanks very much to Steve Mather and Sharon Mather for their donation towards Don't Cross the Line. Greatly appreciated. Can't thank you enough. I just wish more and more people will donate to this not-for-profit organisation. But in the meantime, massive thanks again, Steve and Sharon. We wish you luck with your big events in the future, and we'll be back again tomorrow evening. Good night, God bless.